Well, we always knew this was going to be a very difficult day for all of those families and the survivors of that attack. We just heard Sir John speaking there, and he broke down this volume into three sections. The first part being the radicalisation of Salman Abedi. He talked about the family holding significant responsibility for the radicalisation of Salman and his brother Hashim. They also talked about the Libyan conflict having an influence, and Sir John said that he was as satisfied as he can be that an instructive video from Islamic extremists showed the brothers how they could carry out the attack. He then moved into the planning and preparation stage of their attack, and he said a key thing is that the purchase of the chemicals they used for the bomb should have been reported to authorities, because if they had, the attack could have been prevented. Of course, he then moved on to the final stage, prevention. You mentioned there that there's no certainty to this, but if they had reported that key intelligence, the attack could have been prevented that way. He said, based on everything the security service knew or should have known, I am satisfied that such an investigative action would have been a proportionate and justified step to take. This should have happened. Although I accept that Salman Abedi demonstrated some security consciousness and that this may have affected the efficacy of the investigative action that I have identified, there was real possibility that it would have produced actionable intelligence. Now, he did say that no one should underestimate the work that's done by our security services. He said that, of course, no one there was trying to assist Salman Abedi and that they work hard to prevent terrorists carrying out attacks. However, he did say that if mistakes are made, they need to be identified and steps need to be taken to put them right. Of course, this is the third and final volume of the Manchester Arena inquiry, so that he then finished talking in his conclusion by thanking the various people involved, witnesses and people from the various bodies who made failures, who have spoken to him as part of his inquiries. He thanks the families, who he obviously acknowledged it's such a difficult time for them. He said he was grateful for everyone's assistance. It was an appalling loss that was so unnecessary. But I think the key thing that we take away that he said, it was a really poignant line at the end. He wants something good to come out of this tragedy. And I think that's something that really resonates not only with the families and the survivors, not only the people of Manchester City, who has really taken the victims of this attack to their hearts, but across the world. This has been such a huge story over the past almost 6 years now. And although the inquiry is now, we've heard everything that there is to hear from it, it's certainly not over. As we said there, Sir John hasn't been able to give all of the answers, and it's something that the victims and survivors will have to live with for the rest of their lives.